This is a little bit scary, you guys. Like, seriously, I'm kind of sitting here looking at my bullet journal and thinking, ooh, do you want to do this? Hi, everybody. Today I am going to be setting up November in my bullet journal, November 2020. And the reason that I am a little nervous about this is that I have been, I wouldn't say neglecting my bullet journal for the year of 2020, but it has certainly been different. Like at the beginning of the year, I was so gung-ho about bullet journaling and everything else, and I wanted to be really simple. COVID happened and I came back to it and started just like scribbling in it. And now I am trying the Alistair method, and so it's leading me to actually doing a monthly setup, because in November, I am only going to use my bullet journal. I've been using the Live Rich Planner by the Budget Mom, but this next month, I'm just going to go straight bullet journal. Like, I'm going to just rip off the Band-Aid and live that bullet journal only lifestyle. And to do that, I need to do a couple of things. I need to do a monthly spread to help me both get down. I want to use it for events, but also for thinking about YouTube. I want to do a habit tracker for the month because there are some things that I am struggling with that I would like to track. And then I want a brain dump page to just get all of the stuff that needs to happen out of my head. And I'm not going to do any weekly spreads in this video. I'll be doing live streams every week to do them. Now, I'm not going to be theming them, I don't think. I'm not really living that particular lifestyle at the moment. The pen I am using is the 05 Energel Klena in black. It's a gel pen and I love it. I know it's not a fine liner, but I don't fucking care. I like using a gel pen. I also have an 03, which is a finer tipped one. And then I might bust out a highlighter or two for some color. But if I do that, I'm going to tell you. I want this monthly spread to go across the whole spread. I've seen people do it where they have like a box. Instead of like just drawing the grid, they have like separate boxes. So I think that's what I want to do, because I've been watching some bullet journal videos recently. I normally avoid bullet journal videos because they make me feel bad about myself because I'm not as fancy as them. Knowing that I wanted to do this, I wanted to like kind of take in some stuff. I've noticed a lot of bullet journal YouTubers pencil everything in first before they start working on it, and I like to live like Austin Powers. I like to live dangerously. So I'm not going to do that. I'll do my squares 5 by 5 ? With one square in between. One thing I did see is that a lot of people do like the page that has all the grid lines drawn in to tell you how big your shit is, but it seems silly for me to do that when I only have 2 months left in this notebook, and my new notebook, whichever one that is going to be, is likely not going to be this one, so it might be a different size, but stay tuned for that. I'm going to do 5 by 5 squares, and there will be 20 of them on this page, and then 15 of them on this page, except not really, because, well, if I do a Sunday start, okay, this is the problem. I keep my Google Calendar on a Monday start, prefer Monday start because that's just how I think about my weeks. But if I do a Sunday start, then this fits perfectly into 4 weeks. Seems like I'm thinking way too much about it, but I mean, what the fuck? Would I be a planner person if I didn't overthink fucking everything? I'm gonna go with the Sunday start and just say fuck it, because I'll probably screw it up anyway, so who knows? Feel like if I don't put the dots down first, I'm gonna fuck it up. You know what? Fuck it. Like I said, I like to live dangerously, and I don't like the look. This is a skinny little pen. I'm drawing with the 3. That's why it's so fucking skinny. God damn it. You know, my secret tip, if you want a doodly something to like look like not like you screwed it up, in case you do, is to just go around it a few times. You see how this looks kind of sketchy and cute? It's because I went around it a couple extra times to cover up the fact that I used the wrong size pen. That's a way to make your screw-ups look like you did it on purpose, which I am a big fan of. It doesn't really take that much extra time at all, especially because you don't have to be that careful about it. Ow, my hand hurts now. Wait, how is that right? How does November fit? That's not right. Oh my God. Okay, so if it's a Sunday start, then there's still going to be one more day.
Oops.
2 more days. Yeah? Oh my God. I'm thinking about this like it's February, motherfucker. So if Sunday starts here, then the 28th, 29th, 30. Okay, so 2 more days. God damn it. I see in the comments like, oh my God, I thought you were going to like fuck it all up. Well, I would have gotten there by the time I had numbered everything, but whatever. But I would much rather prefer to have 1 row with 2 than 2 extra rows with 1 each. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to number these, but I'm going to use the smaller. Actually, you know what? I want to use a gray. Got a few different grays here. Let's kind of see which gray. Which gray? Which gray do I want? That gray, that gray, that gray. I'm going to go with middle child gray, which is N75. Leave a little like blob in each corner for the day's number. Also going to do a sploosh. That's a technical term across the top for the, days of the week. And I'm going to use my skinnier pen to write the numbers in. I'm going to use this to kind of add a little bit of extra BuJo to put in that on that particular day we are having our Zoomsgiving. Exclamation point, because my zhuzh was a little too big. Maybe what I should do is put in for my custody. Barely see it on camera, but I can see it. It's actually only 1 week in November because Russell has the kids this week and then 1 more week in a row for the 2 weeks we've been having them. And then we have them for a week and then they're with Russell for his 2 weeks for Thanksgiving break. And then in December, we'll have them for 2 weeks during winter break. We alternate every year. Love putting in custody on my monthly calendar because it just gives me a way to kind of see. So it's kind of bleak to see that I only have the kids for 1 week that month. But it's just the way shit goes sometimes. I think maybe my theme for the month is scrimbly bimbly because I kind of did it out of necessity with the calendar. But I'm doing it here too. So, by the way, this lighter one is N95, and I'm going to use that to put a very light drop shadow on everything. I feel like this is kind of not actually doing anything because it's so light, but whatever. I have an idea. Let's see here. What I kind of want to do is make it look like I had done the same thing where I did like a big sploosh, but then I did my lettering on top. But I want the lettering to stay white. Do you know what I mean? I just want to... So I'm basically just drawing my sploosh around the letters. I think that looks neat. November. So I'm going to do a spot to put some goals in down here, which I'll just do later. And then a task list here for things that are going to come up for the month. If you are feeling very hesitant about drawing, especially freehanding block letters, this method of drawing around them and making them look loose, it can camouflage a lot of fuck ups. I'm just saying. You want it to look neater than this. Other thing you can do is instead of drawing this situation here with the scrimbly bimbly lines, draw your block letter and fuck up where you fuck up, and then go over it with a super thick pen. So the lines will be neat, but they will be thick, and that'll again camouflage anything that you did. Make it look like I was fancier than I am. Faking the fanciness, you guys. No shame in fantasy fakeage. Fantasy fakeage. Fakey, fancy fake. Fucking, can I talk? No. It gives me a spot for my task list, a spot for my goals, and it looks super fancy without actually being that fancy. It's really not that fancy. This is going to be the November cover page, I guess. I'm not doing a big artistic situation because I don't really fucking want to right now. Maybe next year, but right now I'm just trying to reacclimate myself with my bullet journal and decide what all I think I want to be doing. One thing I did see that I really liked, Amanda Rach Lee does a style of habit tracker. I didn't always like this, but I'm actually really thinking I kind of want to do it. Maybe doing this scribbly situation made me feel the same way. But she draws individual little calendars for each of her habits, and I kind of want to do the same thing. So what I'm going to do with this spread is make this side a habit tracker side and this side a brain dump side. The habit she's 9, so 3 by 3. I'm already regretting using my fat pen, but maybe I'll use my skinny pen for the numbers. I like when a little too small so it looks a little jank, but that's okay. I can already tell you that I think this is cute. I don't know if I'm going to like doing this every month. This may not repeat itself, but I've already started, so let's just go with it. Continuing the scrimbly bimbly theme. So now I just need to repeat this 8 more times. Maybe I am not as suave as I think I am. I did fuck up a little bit here, but whatever. I feel like for my normal amount of fuck ups, I'm actually doing pretty good right now. So a little bit of whiteout, cover that up, and back to the eternal calendaring. This is taking forever, and my tendinitis and my thumb is starting to hurt. So yeah, this may not be for me in the future. We shall see. The worst is going to be if I get to the end of November and I fucking neglect this like I usually do my habit trackers. That's going to suck, because then I'll look back and think about all the time. Maybe that's what's going to get me to use the habit tracker, is the knowledge that I put all this time into it. It better count for something. And then right here, I'm trying to write 24, but I wrote 28. Then I wrote 20. No, it's supposed to write 23 here. I wrote 28. Then I wrote 24. It's supposed to be 23. God damn it. I cannot. And so when I get to this one, when I do whatever this habit is, I'm going to try and highlight it, and it's going to look like Garbo. But that's okay. It'll just be a reminder of how hard I worked to make this goddamn habit tracker spread. That took way longer than I wanted it to, and now my thumb is fucking sore. But it looks so cute. Like, I can't hate on it, even. Like, that's the problem. It's super cute. I'm going to write habits in here and see how I feel about it. Habits. So I'm going to write my habits in that I want to be doing, like following for this month. And I already actually thought about this. They're all basically for my own mental health. None of these are work-related habits, which is something in the past. When I use Power Sheets as a habit tracker there, and I imagine next year, assuming I go back to the Power Sheets, which I'm thinking of doing, I probably won't put a habit tracker like this in the bullet journal because it'll be in my Power Sheets. But right now I'm avoiding my Power Sheets like they're doused in the Black Plague, which is a really not appropriate joke to make during the pandemic, but whatever. But these are all mental health, mental and physical health habits, because I have noticed that you guys have seen it in my videos. I'm kind of down in the dumps and not feeling great about how I'm feeling. And so when you start feeling kind of depressed and whatever, you start to neglect a lot of things that can help keep you from sinking deeper. So that's what we're working on this month. Waking up at 7 a.m. Ideally, I want to get to 6 a.m., but even waking up at 7 is hard for me sometimes. And I'm in bed for a good 12 hours. Putting on makeup. I have this on here because when I wear makeup, it makes me feel better about like addressing the day. Like I feel less schlumpy. That doesn't mean I need to put it on every day. I want to see if there's a correlation between the days that I put makeup on and the days that I don't, and how I'm feeling throughout the day. That's kind of something I want to start looking at. And then stretching is something I have been wanting to get into. I have been looking for stretches that will not fuck my kidneys up, but will help me feel a little bit more flexible. So doing some stretching in the mornings. Did I eat fruits and veggies that day? When I am feeling terrible about myself, and when I am feeling super down on myself, PMSing, or just feeling shitty with my kidneys, I'm usually not hungry at all. My stomach is usually upset, compacted by my kidneys, and I'm nauseated. So I don't eat very much, and when I do, it's usually carbs because that's the easiest thing to go down. So making sure I get some fruits and vegetables into me every day is really important for both my physical health, but also like that snowball. The more you like don't take care of yourself, the shittier you feel. And I'm in late stage kidney disease. I'm always feeling shitty. Drinking my water, again, it's something that I do usually pretty well at because of the kidney disease and being on diuretics. I'm like parched all the time. But when I get more stressed out, I tend to gravitate towards non-water beverages, coffee, ginger ale, whatever. And so making sure to get my water in every day is important. Making dinner. This may not be me. This could be Jess or the kids, but not getting takeout. Making dinner here at home. Again, when I get stressed out, we tend to order out more if I'm not feeling good enough to cook or whatever. And then going for a walk, reading an actual book, gets me off my phone, and then finally going to bed with a clean kitchen. That doesn't always happen, and I'm usually in bed before everybody else, but I do wind up getting up a bunch in the night and just making sure that the dishwasher got run. We have a small kitchen. We don't have a lot of room for dishes. It's imperative that everything gets cleaned up every night. Otherwise, there's no room for error in our kitchen. So these are our habits for the month. Our habits. These are my habits for the month. Let's see if I actually use this. And then on this side, we're going to do the brain dump. And what I'm going to do is just write brain dump and then maybe frame it, I think. I can feel my lettering going super like wonk because of how sore my thumb is. But I realized I should have written habit tracker, but I didn't. So I need to put something right here. And I know what I'm going to put. I already know. I just put myself a little reminder right there. Be sure to use this spread, my guy. It took fucking long enough to make. And that is my November setup. So it's just a couple of spreads, but I'm going to see how useful they are. My goal in this month and next month is to really see what bullet journaling stuff feels necessary so that when I go into next year, I feel like I'm not just springing into it naked. I've got a little bit of clothes on, perhaps. And I'm going to be doing live plan with me's every Sunday to plan my week out in this bullet journal. I don't know if I am going to be going back to a planner in December or if I'm going to stick to only bullet journal. But currently, I am really feeling like 2021 is going to be a pure like power sheets or whatever goal situation bullet journal and maybe something for memory keeping. And that's it. So we shall see. If you bullet journal, what is your favorite or most used thing that you do in your monthly part of it? Not your weekly stuff or your daily stuff, but like when you set up a new month in your bullet journal, what is your favorite or your most used situation? And if you don't bullet journal, when it comes to your planners, what's your favorite monthly planning tool? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Next week is election day. I should put that in here too, so be sure to vote. And until next time, my dudes, peace out.